Matter is a direct descendant of our movement. The difference is they got cell phones and cameras. If we had had cell phones and cameras, God knows what we could have done. Black Lives Matter started marching immediately when they saw George Floyd's death. And it's not a matter of defunding the police. It's a matter of rethinking law enforcement. And that little difference, the Republicans have rallied, well, I shouldn't say Republicans, just say racists have rallied the country against Black Lives Matter because of a few slogans that they distorted.
Some of the most courageous persons during the movement days were people like Dorothy Cotton, Fannie Lou Hamer, as an example, Coretta Scott King, another example. These are women I knew and that I worked with during the movement days. As a matter of fact, it was Septima Clark who really tutored me on racial discrimination in the South. Septima Clark, Fannie Lou Hamer, Dorothy Cotton, Jean Young, all very brave women who was apparently involved, well, not apparently, they were involved in the movements of social change in the South. So women have not received credit. And I think my black brothers have been a little chauvinistic in that regard. Never received credit for the work they've done in the movement.
Now, you mentioned the Black Lives Matter. The sisters, of course, they've had to deal with brothers who just couldn't get to first base with regard to awareness. And they've gone ahead and ironically, on the heels of the death of often Black men, these sisters have come together to spread the word and to awaken us. But what I fear is that elites will cherry pick some of the objectives of the Black Lives Matter movement. And they'll try to move the movement away from a real analysis of things that should be done that have to do with social class. You have to get up each morning, take a deep breath, and push forward, because the only way you can change things is through struggle. But boy, do we have our work cut out for us. And the Black Lives Matter have bitten off a big piece, but we'll see how successful. There's so many forces that are trying to silence some of their messages, and I don't have a clue whether or not they'll be able to break through. They've certainly made it easier for us to stay alive.